So when I first got elected, one of the important things to me was to make sure that we have more transparency to the government funding process. And so the first thing I did was every year we actually have an annual meeting in this ballroom. By now you're all experts with the difference between expense and capital. Some of you are smiling because you've been here. For the expense side, we give the money to nonprofit organizations. We have an open meeting. Anyone who wants can come to apply for funding. In fact, just to even avoid the appearance of impropriety, I actually take no money in terms of my campaign from anyone who does business with the city. The government says you can take some money, I don't take anything, because we don't want people to have a perception that you give us $1, you're going to get $1 back. It doesn't work that way. I'm just the legislator who legislates what the money goes on. Focus on the smaller ideas. A park bench on the street, lighting that's needed, security cameras, computers for an after-school program. Those are the kinds of things that really we're trying to do here today. So I want to thank you all because, you know, we invited a lot of people. We opened up to the whole community. You're the folks that came out.
Capital money to install Wi-Fi stuff in all of the parks in the district. 44th is Wi-Fi. You get
reorganized maybe later.
The actual amount of live.
Do you see this on a federal level? Like, you know, maybe people really starting to get involved?
Listen, I hope so. You know, I'm actually one of only 8 city council members who's doing participatory budgeting this year, so it's still in the minority. I think what's exciting about it is that we're bringing the voice and the money back to the people. You know, a lot of times people are frustrated, feel like they don't really have a say in what goes on in government. They feel like a lot of times government is opaque, it's not clear on where their money is going. We're giving people a unique opportunity. We're saying, you know what, here's money that we have, you decide on what to do with that money. And I think people are responsive. People are excited about that. It also gives you an opportunity to meet your local elected official, ask them questions, learn about the process. And so I think this is something that can really take off. We have a project that started here in Chicago. It's now come to New York. And I think if we're successful there, I think it can definitely grow and can move around the country. And if you look around, look how engaged people are. Look how excited. They're standing around and they're talking about different ideas and how they want to spend their money and what the money will be best used on. And this is really, to me, democracy at its finest, where people themselves have an actual say in how to spend their own resources. And so I'm proud to be one of the pioneers of participatory budgeting, and I think it's a terrific program that will really show people that if you invested and if you just take a few minutes to get involved, you can make a real great difference in the community. Listen, you know, we deal with these problems every day. You call us 718-853-2704. It's Thursday night, it's 8 o'clock. It's not unique for me to be here at 8 o'clock at night Thursday night. Every single Thursday, my office is open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. to serve the public. And so I share your frustration. I say there's 2 separate things. If something's broken, the government better jump on it and fix it. What we're talking about is where the government may say, listen, you know what, we don't necessarily agree that there should be a light over here, or we don't necessarily agree that there should be a camera over here, but if you like the idea, well then you can come up with the funding, and that's what we're doing. So we're giving people the power for projects that would not normally happen, but you're absolutely right. We're not going to use any of this money to make normal, natural repairs that the government needs to make. That's what you have a councilman for. We stay on top of that. We make sure that those repairs happen on the run.
I thought I was very involved, and I thought that being part of the neighborhood was very special for me to represent the PS 180 and the park that serves the neighborhood. And I'm trying to advocate to enhance the experience and have parents able to use it throughout the school day, because right now they're not accessible, and it's 3 years old and it's very run down.
It's a great thing for Councilmember Greenfield. It's a real Kiddush Hashem. You know, people think about government as a very not transparent thing, and for the only Jewish council member to come, and he should be one of the pioneers in opening up the budget, opening up the process to such level of transparency is just a Kiddush Hashem by itself. See, a lot of people having trouble having access for enrollment, knowing what is out there from social services or stuff. People need access to the internet. Now, again, I'm talking about kosher access. I mean to say people for need, for not recreational.
Like Wi-Fi, for example, kosher hotspots?
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be kosher. It has to be kosher from people who want to use it, but from the purpose of it is to empower people so people are able to get access to things they need.